Awesome. I'm excited to be with you guys. I'm happy that you're able to take the time to jump onto this webinar and to be able to look at what we have to offer. You might have been invited to this by a friend, an associate, a colleague, somebody who thought that they should share this program with you about a leisure life and what this is. Let me share with you a little bit about my background, what qualifies me to be here. My name's Kason Miller. I'm the Vice President of Sales and Leadership Development for A Leisure Life. And my wife and I have been in this industry for over a decade. We've generated over $100 million worth of business, within our careers within this industry. We've helped hundreds and hundreds of people create an incredible, income around what they're doing part-time or full-time within this industry. And we chose to partner up with a Leisure Life and take this thing to the next level and the next phase in our lives. So, but this isn't about me. This is about you and what you want in life. And what I want to do is kind of share with you a little bit about what we're going to talk about today and be done here in the next little bit. You were invited to this call, to this webinar by a friend or an associate or colleague or even just a complete stranger. But what they wanted to do is share something with you that could dramatically impact the outcome of your life. I mean, if we look at where do people end up in life at age 65, or you look at the retirement age, why do people not retire with the amount of income that they want? Think about what that happens. It comes down to is not enough time or not enough money. Not enough time, not enough money. So if you look at the statistics according to the Social Security Administration, they're going to break down of what it is and where people are at by the time they retire. And it comes down to about 95% of individuals when they reach retirement age are living off of a dwindling Social Security. They're still working or have no sorts of retirement whatsoever. That means that 5% of people are considered wealthy or financially stable, and 1 out of the 5 is considered, rich, independently wealthy. So if you look at the breakdown, the interagency report gives you a breakdown of what those wealthy individuals do. And as you look at those statistics, 74% of them are business owners. I mean, 10% are CEOs and presidents of major corporations, 5% are salespeople, 1% are athletes, entertainers, musicians, celebrities, and 10% are owners or major shareholders or doctors, lawyers, and attorneys, paid professionals. There's your 100% pie. 74% of all wealth generated is generated by business owners, business ownership. So what are your options to create a business? If you look at the traditional route is a C Corp or an S Corp. You're going to have incredible investment of $500,000 or more. You're going to have a long 2 to 5 year return on investment, if any. You're going to have a ton of time up front, and most of those fail. You can have franchising as that option, and franchising is a great option, but you also have an increased royalty costs and ongoing fees, but a success rate. But you've got to have that high upfront cost to be able to buy into that. You got small business options or other options. But we're here to talk to you about the affiliate marketing option. Maybe you've heard of affiliate marketing, maybe you haven't, but some companies that you'd see in mainstream that are doing this model, it's not a new concept. This model of referral marketing, affiliate marketing, is what companies like Uber, okay, Dropbox, Netflix, DirecTV, Sprint, they all give you some sort of reward or commission or bonus for referring people to a program or a service that you've liked, you've used in the past, you've had a good experience with. They give you a benefit. So that's what we're going to talk about within A Leisure Life and who we are as a company and who A Leisure Life is. So let's move into what we're going to cover today. What we're going to cover and talk about are 5 market trends that you need to be aware of if you're going to start a business and create a business ownership. What are these growing trends? We're going to cover what these trends are. We're going to talk to you about who we are as a company. We're going to talk about the compensation of that we will give you for referring members to our program. And then we're going to talk about the opportunity and the timing, the window that you have to take advantage of. So let's jump right into this. Okay, the markets and trends that we at Leisure Life are in is in the $7.5 trillion market space of travel and vacation. I mean, think about what falls into that space: rental cars, hotels, condos, cruises, you know, vacation space, you know, resorts. That's typically what people would consider travel and vacation, right? Anything that comes into dealing with that, whether you take a weekend getaway or you have, you know, 2, 3, 4 weeks of paid vacation, or you do those dedicated once in a lifetime trips that, you know, some people will plan to do. The next trend that I want to highlight and focus on is hunting and fishing. Domestically, just in the United States, over 90 million people participate in it, and it's a $145 billion market just domestically. So it's not something that it's just a fly by night, you know, small time deal. Almost 1/3 of the country participate in it. So if hunting and fishing is a growing trend and a growing market, it would make sense that you create a product line or a service around that growing market to be able to capture or redirect some of that revenue that's already being spent. The third market trend is the outdoor recreation. Think about outdoor recreation. That comes into campgrounds, hiking, excursions, you know, four-wheelers, snowmobiles, you know, ATVs, you know, different types of trails. You've also got video, or not video games. There you go. You've got sporting events and concert events. All of that is a $55 billion market. Campgrounds, you know, RVs. You know, it's a lot of times people don't understand what an RV is. An RV is anything that you pull behind a vehicle in form of a recreational assistant. You know, a tent trailer, a camper, you know, some sort of shelter. That's what an RV is, right? So that is a massive market, a $55 billion market, and in our space, there's hardly anybody that's functioning within it. When you think of that space, you know, you could either do that on a very low budget, do it for free, you know, your state parks or whatever, or you'd also have, you know, have a, you know, an RV where you do it through a dealership. Okay, we're going to talk about what that trend and growing trend is. And then the lastly is online shopping. Online shopping is a $345 billion market, and 2/3 of Americans will consume or purchase things online every year. The average amount of money that they spend is $140+ every month. And that's anything from personal care items to, you know, clothing items, apparel, whatever you could possibly think of. So if those trends are rapidly growing, they're bigger this year than they were the year before, wouldn't it make sense to be able to know if the business that you're going to go into is capitalizing on a growing market? Absolutely. So let's talk about what our products and services are as a Leisure Life. Okay, because your products and service are only as good as the economic potential of the market and the market space that you operate in. So what we do is we've created a membership, and that membership is a service. The service that we provide for that monthly membership is to have complete control over these markets trends that you participate in. If you participate in online shopping and hunting, for an example, you can have complete control over the discounts that you get when you want to participate in those industries, and the types of items and the discount that you can create for shopping online. If you participate in, say, vacations or travel, you want a hotel or a rental car because you're going to go on an outdoor excursion, or, you know, rent some RVs and go on that four-wheeler trail for a weekend getaway out in the wilderness. You're going to need that rental car or rental truck, or you're going to need that campground or that hotel just to stay. Maybe it's just to get away from the family. You can control when you get the chance to use that, rather than when, you know, the online market, or, you know, Orbitz or Travelocity or Expedia or whatever the mainstream internet sites are going to dictate for what you can and can't do. So why would you use our membership? Again, complete customization over your needs. Okay, access to thousands and thousands of discounts all over the world in all of these categories for as low as a $99 a month membership is our maximum price. So that's less than what people are spending in household goods, online shopping, personal care by 1/3. You add it up, there people are spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars in monthly revenue. We're giving you the ability to have all of those discounts for less than $100 on a monthly basis. So the third reason why you'd want it is it's convenient, it's fast, it's simple. It gives you control over every aspect of what you're going to do and participate within these industries. So let's highlight a little bit of this. Is our products and service are giving you access to over 200,000 different resorts and condos at any given time. What I mean by that is think of an all-inclusive resort. You know, they take care of your food, they take care of, you know, all the activities and amenities. All that is included. What about a condo resort? See, that's different from just staying in a hotel. A condo resort is you've got everything fully furnished. You've got a dishwasher, a complete kitchen. You've got washing machine. You've got access to that entire property and facility just like you would if you were at home for, you know, a week, 10 days, 2 weeks at a given time. You have access to millions and millions of hotel rooms worldwide. Think about it. If you're a hotel owner and you have a hotel for, let's say, yesterday, if it wasn't booked, you lost money. So you want to be able to get more people to get into your hotel to at least get it occupied and cover your cost. So that's where we come in. Is all these companies and all these hotels are coming to us saying, we need this booked, so fill it. So they're giving it to us at cost. Have access to excursions, have access to cruises, over 15,000 different cruises in our portal at any given time. Merchandising, campgrounds, hunting, all with a price match guarantee. Here's a couple of examples. If you want to go up to Canada, you want to go to, you know, Park City, Utah and ski at some of the Olympic resorts, you know, ski resorts. You want to go to, you know, over on the East Coast. You want to go to the West Coast. You can get an entire week condo for $155 for the entire week. These are condos, not just hotel rooms. Let me give you a couple examples. What if you wanted to go to a Jersey Boys concert or a Garth Brooks concert or a Blake Shelton concert or numerous other different, you know, top artists or musicians out there, or shows. You want some shows or discounts on restaurants and meals, things that you're going to do anyway. You live what's called life. You're going to live life and have discounts and access to those types of things. You want to go to a ball game. A few months ago, I was with some friends in Kansas City. They bought Kansas City Chiefs tickets through our portal and saved incredible amounts of money to go to that football game. What if you like going on cruises? A Disney cruise for $122 a night per individual. You've got incredible access compared to what you could see on cruise lines websites or any other search engines. Price match guarantee. What if you're shopping online? What if you want a cell phone case, sunglasses, purses? Look at the discounts that you can save. Hundreds of dollars on top-end high brand name merchandising that you can get access and savings to. What if you wanted a guided trip, a guided fishing excursion or a hunting trip? All at the lowest prices available, okay? So who we are as a company is A Leisure Life. A Leisure Life was founded a few years ago, and we as our executive and ownership team have over 160 years of business experience. Okay, our previous experience, the company that we built did over $1 billion in revenue. So this is not a learning as we go type thing. This is, we've been there, we've done that, we know what we're doing with billion-dollar experience on the high-end executive level, okay? Let's move into where this all comes into you. How does this apply to you and what you want in life? The compensation period, okay? There's a couple of ways that you get paid right out of the get-go, and the first way is what's called tax advantages. As you become a business owner and start a business, you get tax advantages that a traditional individual or even another type of business isn't able to deduct. those tax advantages right there will pay for the cost of you to get going and your first few months. That's equivalent to a few $100s a month in income that you will be getting just in the tax advantages of business ownership. It's an incredible scenario right there. So when somebody would tell me, Kaysen, I don't know if I can afford this, my honest answer is you can't not afford it because it doesn't cost you anything with the tax advantages if you follow our system and our training. The second thing is CABS. That stands for Customer Acquisition Bonus. And that chart to the right is going to give you an example of that. When you get going, those customer acquisition bonuses start immediately. There's no limit. There's no cutoff. You start getting paid the very first referral that you bring into the company, okay, for using our membership and our services. As those start out high, you're starting to bring in immediately a few $100s a month right out of the get-go. But what you're also trying to do is build this long-term residual income. That's a powerful thing. Residual income, as that curve starts to get going, as you start generating more and more customers, there's more and more volume, that residual income starts to take off. And eventually it surpasses the amount of customer acquisition bonuses that you and your team are generating. Okay, let's give you an example of what that looks like. Okay, our first incentive bonus is called the U3 incentive. When you refer 3 people in any given month, if you're brand new, this is in your first 30 days. After that, if you've been with us for a while, it's in any given calendar month. So February to February, March to March. If you're brand new, it's your first 30 days. So it's to kind of incentivize you to get going quickly. How would you make $300 right out of the get-go if you're brand new with us tonight? Well, you'd refer 3 individuals to the program, and those 3 individuals, when you do that, you can make up to a $110 bonus right out of the chute every single time you do that. Month 1, month 2, month 3, any given time you do that. What if you do it twice in a month? Well, then that's a $220 bonus. What if you do it 3 times in a month? $330 bonus. That's in addition to the what's called customer acquisition bonuses that you're already getting. So it's on top of what you've already received. And that positions you for long-term residual income. Here's some of those residual income bonuses that we have. As that team progresses, you have what's called a U31 model. A U31 bonus is by you referring 3 individuals to the membership, and those 3 refer 1 each. And you can make up to a $400 a month residual paycheck. Think about that. That's equivalent to having almost $100,000 in the bank at 5% interest. If you had $100,000 in the bank in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, or equities, collecting 5% interest, that's a residual income. What would that equivalent be? 5% interest would give you about a $400 to $500 a month residual income. So what's worth more? What is this worth? What's harder to generate? Go out and save $100,000 to put into the bank or collect that 5% interest, let alone earn it. How long would that take? Versus starting a business, referring people to that business and that product and membership service, and creating a residual income for the membership and for that revenue that you've created. That's a lasting income that will last you forever as long as that business is on the books. Let's grow that, for an example. You want to go out and grow that, even bigger. Let's look at what that looks like. A $1,300 a month up to a $1,300 a month residual bonus for just duplicating that effort. It's called U33. A U33 bonus is refer 3 individuals, help them refer 3 individuals, and have $2,500 in billing volume, within you and your collective team. You're going to be making up to $1,350 every single month. It's a powerful bonus. That's equivalent to a few $100,000 in the bank collecting 5% interest. It's a powerful way. Residual income makes a big impact on people's lives. If maybe that's not enough for you, we have a whole entire incentive compensation plan laid out for that, where you can start to make for 10,000 in group volume a $2,100 a month bonus check. You can make a $5,000 a month bonus check, $10,000 a month bonus check. These are not one-time checks. These are monthly residual incomes. Think about that. Monthly residual incomes. I have a friend in a program that they do nutritional products and supplements, and he went out and generated $10,000 a month in billing volume within that program, and the company paid him a few $100s a month for the volume and gave him a $500 in lease for an incentive. He had to go out and find a Lexus or find a Mercedes or find a BMW, go out and find some high-end luxury car brand, lease the car payment, and then the company gave him an additional $500 bonus for doing that. We said, what's fun in that? One, I don't know about you, but I can't take my Lexus off-road. I can't go up to the cabin. I can't pull my snowmobiles. I can't pull my boat. I can't do the fun outdoor activities that I love doing. I certainly can't drive up to my tree stand when I go hunting or coyote hunting. So why would we limit the incentive that we want to give you? So we decided, let's do away with it, and let's just give you the money for you to do whatever you want with. Think about that. Think about that. You can do whatever you want with it and spend it however you want. Would you rather have a $500 lease payment, or would you rather have $2,100 cash for doing the same amount of work? It sounds simple enough, and it's almost like a no-brainer, but it takes just same amount of effort to refer somebody to company A as it does to company B. So all of these programs are not created equal. There's a vast difference between the doability, the functionability, the accomplishability of these different types of programs. Maybe you've been referred to a work from home opportunity before or something, and it didn't just jive with you. But I'm here to set the record straight. If you know a simpler, easier way to redirect revenue that people are already spending money on, and you can give them access to discounts to save even more money than what they're currently saving, and you have a funner way of doing that, man, I'd like to know about that. Because right now, that's exactly what we've created. We've created an opportunity for you to take complete control over your economic situation, complete control over your financial situation. Here's where we're going to, as we wrap up tonight, here's our target market. This is called the Rogers Curve. The Rogers Curve talks about when a product or a service is introduced to the market, how do people respond? 2.5% are what's called the innovators. Those people, they like to be first. They like to wait in line, for that 3 days for that movie ticket, or they want to be the first ones and camp out for that new phone or that new computer or tablet to be available. Okay. The next 13.5% are the early adapters. Those are the people that still, they're first, they buy that first. Then you got the early majority and the late majority and the laggards. Laggards, think about this. Laggards, the only reason that they have a flat screen TV today is because their big old brick panel TV broke and you can't buy them. The only reason that they have a touch tone phone today in their home is because you can't buy rotary phones anymore. So that's how the diffusion of innovation as products get entered into the market. So who is our target? It's that 16%. It's those early adapters and the innovators, because those people get it. That's 136 million probable households in America. Think about it. 136 million different households just in America that have the potential of using our monthly membership. And only 16% of them are going to get it as far as a business opportunity. They see the timing, they see the market, they see the trends, they see the compensation, they see the money attached to it, they see the asset value. That's 21 million high probable households. They're going to say, man, I'm going to jump on board with this a leisure life thing. Okay? Think about that. If we got 1 out of 10 of those individuals to say yes, 1 out of 10. I mean, that's a very low marketing percentage, very low closing ratio. If we shared this with those people and 1 out of 10 said yes, that's still 2 million people that are going to say yes to a Leisure Life on just our target market. And we haven't even scratched the scratch. We're like a tick on a flea on a St. Bernard. So the question becomes, when do you want to take advantage of that? Do you want those millions of memberships being a part of your business, or do you want them a part of somebody else's? And how do you go about and get those? Because see, we have an all 7 training system. That system is a pre-programmed way. It's a proven success, literature, tools, events. It's a pre-programmed way for you to follow of how to gather those members and that membership to generate and create the income. It's a proven formula of years and decades of millionaires created for you to simply plug in and follow. And why would you want to do that is because the timing, the window of opportunity means that we're doing this with or without you. With or without you. Obviously, this has been going on for years. It's starting to get bigger and bigger. More and more people are starting to look at this and say, man, how in the world are you generating an extra $1,000 a month and you've only been in for a few short months? Whether that be our friends down in Texas making $2,000 to $4,000 a month, within a household, or our friends in Missouri starting to generate an extra $1,000 or $2,000 a month, or our friends in Virginia or North Carolina or Wisconsin or Utah or California, Arizona, Texas, you name it. People all over the country are starting to take advantage of this. Why? Because it's happening with or without you. But if you start now, the window of opportunity means you jump on board and you start growing with us, and you jump on board with that momentum. You're going to take advantage of that growth. Versus if you wait and take your time and wait a little bit, wait 6 months. The time in between is called your lost opportunity. That lost opportunity could cost you hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars. I remember years ago when a mentor of mine, I got on the phone with him and he said, I'm going to recruit you sooner or later. You're going to do this with us sooner or later. How much do you want it to cost us in the meantime? Because you're too sharp to miss out on this. So you've been shared this opportunity by a friend, an associate, or a colleague, and you're too sharp to miss out on this. So think about that as far as the window of opportunity. Let me share one last thing with you as we finish up and wrap this up tonight. How would you be able to go out and generate a significant amount of income? These are some of the benefits that you see within our membership. For $19 a month on our basic, $60 a month on our executive, or $99 a month on our premier package, you get access to all of these condos, all these resorts, RVs, and merchandising, fishing, hunting discounts, a personal concierge, fantasy, event tickets. You get access to all kinds of different monthly benefits. And how would you go about and build this? You want to go out and generate a $300 a month bonus check by just joining and saying yes, being a part of the opportunity. Welcome aboard. This is how you do that, is you refer 3 people and you make a $300 a month bonus check right out of the gate. That's far more money than what you've generated, in any other business venture. You've generated, how does that money calculate? That's $63 per individual that you've referred in a customer acquisition bonus, and $110 U3 incentive. You generate another $400 a month residual income, by helping them refer 1. Now they've done the U3 box, and you've generated an additional $18 per individual for an additional $54 in monthly bonuses. You've made up to this point $353 in commissions and have an ongoing monthly income of $400 a month residual after that. On your way to generating $2,500 a month in billing volume, go out and refer 3 individuals. You're making additional, $18 per individual. That's $461 in bonuses. Another $108 on top of the money that you've already generated, and your residual income jumps up to $1,350. The timing is now. If you are thinking about this as saying, man, what would life be like? I'd sure love to, but I mean, is there that backcountry stream that you'd want to go fly fishing on? Maybe you're the type of person that wants to sink their toes in the sand. What would you do if time and money were no longer limiting factors? Maybe it's take advantage of our cruise promotion. Okay, we have a promotion going on that if you refer 3 people within this next time period, get with the individual who referred you to this and to get details on that. But referring your first 3 individuals, you could win a cruise, a 3-day, 4-day, or 5-day cruise. That's a powerful thing. This is a blueprint to how you could go out and have a 3-day all expense paid snowmobile trip to West Yellowstone. Think about the advantages now. Think about the people that you'd want to share this with. Get connected with the individuals who referred you to this program. Get connected with the individuals. Meet the leaders on our team. Meet the people that are already making an extra $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month with the program, and learn our system, because now is the time for you to start. Now is the time for you to start thinking, man, what are the possibilities? When was the last time that you were able to just dream again? Make memories. Do the fun things that you like to do. Now is the time to start, you guys. Thank you so much for being on this webinar, and we'll see you around the different country, the country and the different events that we do. Have a wonderful night, everybody.